This is second part of our component test tutorial where I'm going to do two questions for you. But before I do that, there are a couple of things I forgot to tell you in the previous tutorial. The first is that if in a question the time is given in a mixed fraction, that's for example 1.5 years or 2 1 by 4 years or something like that. So I'm just going to write it here. If the n is given as say 2 1 by 2 years, what you do is take this part, this 2, and then take this part, take both of them separately. Let this be say a, let this part be y, b, sorry, not y. And then your formula becomes something like this: a is equal to p 1 plus r by 100, everything normal so far. Over here, at the power, instead of n, you write a, and this whole thing is again multiplied by 1 plus b into r upon 100. So you're basically taking out this whole number part. This goes as the power of this first one, and in the second one you take the fractional part and you multiply it by the r, and you'll get the answer straight away. It makes things less lengthy, so it's a pretty useful formula. I'm just going to erase this. And there's another type of question which is asked that they won't give you just one rate, but they'll give you 3 different rates for 3 separate years, successive years, that is. So there's another formula which you should learn for that. Say the rates are R1, R2, and so on. Then the amount is equal to P into 1 plus R1 by 100, multiply this by 1 plus R2 upon 100, and then just go on till whenever needed. And note that the powers are all 1 here, so basically there's no power over here you need to write, since they're all fixed time periods. Now I'm going to come to the questions. So I'm just going to erase this again. The first question is pretty elementary. You can do it with the formula, the basic formula. What they have given you over here is the sum of money, which will amount to rupees 3630 in 2 years at 10% per annum compound interest. That's what you have to find. So they're given the amount. They're given the amount over here. They're given the time as well. They're given the rate. They've given that it's per annum. They've given its CI. They've basically given everything. So just first write the general formula, and this came in ICSE 2003, so you can probably expect a few questions like these as well in your exams. So A is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power n. So this becomes 3630 is equal to P, which you have to find, into 1 plus rate is 10, so 10 by 100. You could cancel this out over here. It becomes 1 by 10. And it's per annum, so nothing divided by 2, nothing into 2. You're fine over there. And it's 2 years and it's per annum. So the two terms, one will be the first year, one will be the second year. So raise this to the power 2. Now just open this, it'll become P. It's 1 plus 1 by 10. So take the LCM, becomes 11 by 10. Raised to the power 2. Now to find P, just take these two to the side. So P will equal 3630 upon this one, 121, and this is upon 10 to the power 2, which is 100. So you can take the 100 up, so it becomes 3630 into 100 upon 121, and you can see quite clearly that the 121 will divide 3630, so you can cut this out. It'll go 3 times, so 30 and 30 into 100, so your answer is rupees 3000. Give you similar questions, except they'll probably ask you what is the compound interest. So in that case, all you have to do is you've got the amount 3630, you've got the principal 3000, just minus them, so you're left with 630. Or in some cases, they'll give you the principal, they'll tell you to find the amount. Or similarly, they'll always give you just one unknown, and you can easily find that with this formula. Now, the second question is based on the same formula, but this is from growth and depreciation. The value of the height of a tree grows at the rate of 10% a year. So you're given per annum, you're given the rate on an average. It is 10 meters tall in 2012. In which year will it be 13.31 meters tall? So it's the same thing as the mountain principle. Principle is what you had originally, and it's given that it was 10 meters tall in 2012. So originally it was 10 meters tall, and eventually it was 13.31 meters tall. So all you have to do is just substitute the values. You're again given everything except for n. So a is equal to p 1 plus r by 100 to power n. Just substitute 13.31 meters, we'll write this in centimeters, so convert, so 1331, just multiply it by 100, is equal to p, which is 10 meters, so 1000 centimeters, into 1 plus 10 by 100. Again, this gets cut, and n over here you do not know. Take this down over here, 1331 upon 1000 is equal to, just open this up, again you get 11 by 10 to the power n. So you should know that as a fact that 11 to the power 3 is 1331, 10 to the power 3 is of course 1000, and you should actually be familiar with these numbers, they come very often. Also 9 to the power 3, 11 to the power 4 also comes, so you should know these. And so you can easily see that this is 11 to the power 3. You can write this as 11 to the power 3 upon 10 to the power 3, which is 11 by 10 whole thing to the power 3. And this is equal to 11 by 10 to the power n. So you can easily see here 3 is equal to n. And you're given its rate of 10% a year. So your n is also in terms of years, so 3 years, so the answer, just add 3 years to 2012, so the answer is 2015. Again, you will be given very similar questions. They'll probably give you depreciation of the value of a car or a machine or something of that sort. Growth is, for some reason, always related to trees. I guess that's the only thing that grows. So again, just write down the general formula, just figure out which one is the amount, which one is the principal. That's very important. Just think about which one comes later. The one that comes later is always the amount. It's a very It's a mistake which is made very, very often. So just before you start the question, just take a minute to think about which one comes later. If it's growing and it's 10 meters here, it's 13.31. Obviously, 13.31 will come later, so that goes into amount. In depreciation, it will be the opposite. So don't make that mistake. And also, you can sometimes see, for example, in this question, you mistook P for A and vice versa, and you put 1000 upon 1331. You come to this step, and you see that it should actually be the opposite. You think that it should be 10 by 11, but you're pretty sure it's not. So by that, you know that you've gone wrong over here. So it's pretty easy there to figure out. So, and also to save a bit of time, learn the powers of 11 up to 4, learn the powers of 9 up to 4. That's it. And just remember, write down the general formula, substitute, and solve.